Hello YouTube, long time no see. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to International Women's Month. And this is a movie with a woman in it, not the lead star, but she's in it. And also, it's got a little girl in it, so it counts. It's a 2023 American supernatural horror film, which I didn't hate, based on a video game series which I've never played. So don't shoot the messenger. It's directed by a woman, Emma Tammy, who co-wrote the screenplay with Cotton and Seth Cudback. The film stars Josh Hutcherson as a troubled security guard who starts a job at an abandoned pizzeria where he discovers that the animatronic mascots are possessed by homicidal children. Elizabeth Lau, yes, I like her, Josh. Piper Rubio, Mary Stuart Masterson, and Matthew Lillard star in the supporting roles. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie. This wasn't that bad. I know a lot of critics hated it, gave it a 32% on Rotten Tomatoes, got panned mostly, and it even got one Razzie, not for these actors, but for the woman that played the aunt. Well, she was a forgettable character anyway. The Razzies are a joke. With a budget of $20 million, I'm like, yeah, this movie made $296 million. That's more than the surpassing Split from back in 2016 or 2017 when Anna Taylor-Joy was getting her foot in the door in horror. And yeah, it beat that movie. And I'm like, that movie was almost a decade ago. And it deserves it. I mean, it gave the fans what they wanted. They got the animatronics from the game. It's got the location. It's got the atmosphere. What else do you want? Do you want everything from the game? If you want everything from the game, just play the game. Zelda, when that comes out, it's not going to be everything from the game. Just remember that. Stop being greedy. Just take what you can get, guys. That's what I had to do most of this winter. I didn't buy a lot of physical media. I had to watch stuff on streaming like this because the funds are low, you know, if you know what I mean. The film grossed $137 million. That's more than any Disney movie last year. And in overseas, $159.1 million. That's pretty impressive for a video game movie that came out months after Mario. It didn't reach those heights, but it did way better than any Resident Evil movie has done in years. Yeah, and it says, loaded with Easter eggs. I don't know, I never played the games. Five Nights at Freddy's may be fun to watch for fans of the game, but most viewers of other persuasion will find this adaptation muddled and decisively unscary. I'm sorry, the atmosphere in this movie was very isolated, and it was scary enough for me. It's not a jump scare every 2 minutes like other movies I've seen from Blumhouse. And it's not shitty like that Truth or Dare movie that Lucy Hale did years ago. That was way worse than this. The acting was fine. Hutcherson is a strong lead. The little girl is adorable. That's all I'm going to say, Josh. Good actress, really cute. Leal, or Elizabeth Leal, she comes around like halfway through the movie, and then she's a cop, and she does fine. And like I said, the atmosphere is good, the budget is good, there's a little bit of CG, but it's not shoved in your face like this for 2 hours like other movies I had to sit through last year. And it's short. The movie's about an hour and 45 minutes. You could have trimmed 5 minutes of the movie. Not 20, just 5 minutes. Some of the subplots in the beginning could have been cut, or those people that go to Five Nights at Freddy's, fun house or whatever, the pizza place, and they get killed off. It is a PG-13, but it's a strong PG-13. Do not let your kids watch this. It will traumatize them. This is not a kids' movie. This is not Spider-Verse where it's targeted at kids. This is a hard PG-13. Just like Dead Reckoning Part 1 last year. And it's got blood, it's got some violence, so don't let your kids watch this. Just adults and teenagers can watch it. But I thought the film was fine. I didn't hate it. I know when I hate a film, Josh. Bubble was the worst freaking movie I've seen this year, and it's not even from this year. It's from 2005. Nothing happens. The worst thing any movie can be is boring, where nothing is happening. It's just I have to look at this shot for like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, when is the plot going to kick in? I don't know. But I know in this movie, they doesn't have much for plot, so I have to just jump right into the animatronics. You don't have to wait an hour to see it. And I have seen way worse video game movies. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Double Dragon, Street Fighter, freaking some of the Resident Evil sequels. Doom was way worse than this, and it had an R rating. I would have said Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li, but I haven't seen that one. There was a dead some of the Uwe Boll stuff. They like Blood Rain, that was worse than this. House of the Dead. What else did I see? In the Name of the King. Those are movies based on games that are far more atrocious. They have bad CGI, bad writing, bad acting, bad everything. Matthew Lillard did In the Name of the King. He was worse in that than this. He's overacting in that. Here, he's overacting at the end, but he's not in it too much. So you get enough of him to you know, satisfy your fill. And I think the film did fine. They didn't have to force Elizabeth Loud to be a love interest, so at least she's there. They don't desexualize her. They make her fine, and she's not an SJW character like another character in this movie. And yeah, I think it's entertaining. If you like the games, you'll think this movie is at least decent. It's not horrendous. This isn't Morbius. This is a better budget and a bigger you know, and more entertaining experience than Madam Web could ever be. That cost $80 million, like 4 times more than this movie, and it's shit. It's not funny. It's just a joke. This movie at least had box office, you know, returns, and it's entertaining enough, and has a strong PG-13, and it doesn't have actors that are dubbed over. So fuck you, Sony, for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and I'll see you guys in my next review, hopefully tomorrow or Sunday. Stay tuned, and don't forget to push your clocks forward on Sunday. Later.